This is Women in Music with gfirepodcast, episode number 38 with singer extraordinaire Sal Romero. Hey.
I'm so sorry about the not calling earlier.
Okay, well, we're on now.
Awesome.
I just see a picture of you, but that's okay. I don't need to see you in person.
If you want, we just came home. I don't look that good.
Okay. So that's good. Well, how are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, I'm happy to be home.
Where's home for you?
Well, sort of home. We're renting a place right now here in Bulgaria.
Okay, is that where you're originally from?
No. I'm actually half Swiss, half Mexican. So I grew up in both places.
Wow, that's exciting. So you've got a passport for both Switzerland and Mexico?
I do. Yeah, I do. And now I have an ID kind of like I have my green card and now an ID for Bulgaria. So.
Wow. But you have a green card for
the U.S.
For the United States?
Uh-huh.
Oh, gosh, you've got everything.
Not New Zealand. That would be fun to have a New Zealand passport, but not yet.
Well, when did you start being a singer?
So when I was 12, I started studying opera in the institute in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And then put the video so you can see me.
Oh,
but like I said, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I don't look so good.
It's okay.
I don't look so good, so sorry.
You've got quite the hair. You've got tons of hair.
I do have a lot of hair.
Better that than not enough. So
no, you're sweet. So basically, when I was 12, I started studying singing for opera, and that's pretty much how everything started from there.
And you were in Mexico?
I was in Mexico at the time when I started, and then, traveling Mexico, Switzerland so much. I also studied in Switzerland singing, in LA and Mexico, so a little bit everywhere. Nice.
That's good. Get a lot of different teachers. I've done the same thing, study with lots of different teachers.
It's nice. It kind of like gives you a different perspective. You're kind of like, oh, I love this from this teacher, right, but I love this from this teacher. So you keep gathering things from different teachers.
Absolutely. I think that's a good way to go. So you are originally, where were you born? In Mexico? Or
I was actually born in Mexico City.
Okay.
So I'm definitely a city girl.
Oh, okay. But Bulgaria, I don't think of that as a big city kind of place, is it?
No, not at all. But my husband, he's doing tons of movies, and he literally, wherever he's making a movie, that's usually where we'll go with him.
That's kind of an exciting life.
It is sometimes. It has its pros and it has its cons, especially now that with COVID. I kind of like told my husband, now that COVID started, why don't we just sell the house in LA and we just go wherever you're working.
And is that what you're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Okay, yes. So you now have no house in LA, but you're not working in LA right now. So,
no,
LA is so expensive anyways.
Oh my gosh, it was so crazy because we used to live in the Palisades we used to live, Mountain Drive. I don't know if that sounds anything familiar.
Is that in the valley or?
No, in the Palisades. So
I guess I don't know where the Palisades are.
So you have Brentwood and then Santa Monica, and then you got Malibu. So between those, there's
so it's more on the ocean.
kind of ocean, kind of city. So you have both. And they even have a new, the villa in the Palisades from Caruso.
Okay.
I don't know if you know the Caruso one. He did, the Grove, and he did other ones.
Wow. My sister lives in LA, but I'm in Austin, Texas. So.
Sorry. I thought you were in LA. Somehow I got
I was like,
oh, you totally know.
Yeah. I'm like, I know anything you can ask me about Austin, but Los Angeles, my sister was living in Brentwood when I went and did a few shows a couple years back in LA.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Brentwood is really nice.
Yeah. I liked it there. It wasn't too far from like Venice Beach and, you know.
Yeah. You can go to the beach anytime, 15 minutes, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So, I did like 3 shows in LA just to do some shows in LA.
What type of shows did you do?
I'm a singer-songwriter.
Cool. Look at you.
Yeah. So that's part of the podcast is I talk to people that do the same thing that I do, and we all learn from each other.
Oh, definitely.
So the song that I asked for, the one that I liked the most was I don't know how to say Quien Fuera Lluvia, something like that.
Yeah, awesome. It's Quien Fuera Lluvia.
Lluvia, okay.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny because I was talking with a guy I did an interview a few days ago, and he was asking me about the genre I love. And I said, one of my favorite, top favorite songs is one of them was Quien Fuera Lluvia.
Right. I just love the way you put it together, that you sang it. It sounded, just kind of.
It's more like it's so dark, but it's still kind of like it gets you. It's kind of like, oh, I love it. It's some kind of emotions there.
Well, I can feel the emotion, but I don't speak Spanish well enough. What is the song about?
It just talks about who could be like rain that could touch you, or who could be that fire that could grab you, or if I could only have one key to open the door, I will keep it forever. And it's pretty much just saying, I want to be with you forever, but I want you to be with me and no one else can touch you. It's like a very passionate, kind of crazy love, but very, very passionate.
Okay. I'm glad you explained that. But I mean, is that, when you perform, do you do like half stuff you've written, half covers, or do you do mostly covers? What is your usual?
I mean, last time I did a show was in Switzerland. I just did a covers because I wasn't prepared. So I just did a few covers, even though they did ask for the songs that I sang, but I just didn't want to do it. So I was like, no, I'll just do a few covers and that's it.
Right.
But if I am, in LA, back in LA, I used to do like shows, for example, at the House of Blues or in other cafes I would do, all the time. I would have usually a set where it would be my own songs.
Okay.
And maybe one song that was a cover.
So, but this song in particular, I mean, when did you release this version?
Oof, I don't think I've released it.
Oh, you haven't
yet.
actually released it. Okay, so it's just on YouTube.
I think it's on YouTube, but I haven't really, I don't think I have. I think I've released, I might have released, I'm not sure. I don't even remember because I'm not really doing those, but I did it with Umberto Gatica, and he's the producer for Celine Dion, Marc Bublé. He did Michael Jackson, We Are World. I mean, he's top of the line, like amazing producer. So I love him. He really is amazing. So we did those songs with him.
Yeah.
And
what is his name again?
Umberto Gatica.
Oh boy, Umberto.
Yeah, and then Gatica.
Okay, Umberto Gatica.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo hablo muy poquito español.
Yes, sí, puede escuchar. Lo escucho.
Well, it's weird because I studied French forever, and then I moved to Texas, where everybody speaks
Vous parlez
Spanish.
français?
Oh oui, je parle français. Tu aussi?
Oh. Oui, je comprends beaucoup, mais pour moi, c'est un petit difficile pour que le vocabulaire, c'est un petit pour moi.
Oui.
Parce que maman s'est habitée à la Suisse, et la Suisse parle français toutes les jours. Oui.
We can go back to English because I think most people that are listening are going to be.
sorry.
No, but that's fun. It's fun for me to practice French. I don't get to do it that often.
Yeah, no, I mean, you speak perfect French.
I started studying French when I was 10 years old. I just loved it.
God.
I just loved the French language. I got to play at Midem a few years back in Cannes.
Wow.
That was that was a great experience for me. So yeah, the French does come in handy from time to time, but oh
my gosh.
How did you hook up with Umberto Gatica?
We did a song. How did we get up to the songs? I had just finished recording the song with French Montana, The Money Makes the World Go Round. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of looking to do some Spanish songs. So I got a hold of this manager who does only Spanish. And he is really good friends with Umberto. And he was like, you know what? If there's anybody who can do an amazing, epic song with you, so it's Umberto. And I'm like, who's he? It's like, oh, he does for Celine Dion. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, we had a session. He saw me, he saw how I sang, and he said, you know what? I can work with you. So yeah, come.
Nice. And when did you actually do the recording?
I think it was like 2 years ago, more or less, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. You should put it out, I guess. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, no, I will. I just been like, I guess with COVID and traveling,
Right. It's kind of put a hold on some of the stuff we do.
Oh my gosh, totally. Yeah. I feel like I lost time.
Well, here, I'm going to play the song for our listeners now.
Quien fuera lluvia para empaparte, llover tu cuerpo y deslizarme a esos rincones que nadie sabe y ser el aire para secarte. Quien fuera niebla para ocultarte, ver las miradas, después robarte y ser la llave para encerrarte. Si no eres mío, no eres de nadie. Quien fuera lluvia,
oh, it's just beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just, because I listened to a few songs, but that was the one that grabbed me. That was, even though I didn't understand it, I could feel it.
You're so cute. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you.
So did you do enough songs so that you would release just that song or an EP or an album?
No, actually, that song, Humberto wasn't very happy on making it because he kept saying it's too depressing song. People don't like listening to depressing songs. And I was like, come on, Humberto, I love the whole feeling. He's like, okay. But then we got to do it like, you got to put yourself together. You got to make sure it's epic because, I am top of the line and we can't go lower. And I'm like, yes, I promise you. I'll do my best. I promise. I really want to do this song. So we did that song because I had, so we did a cover for Somewhere Over the Rainbow that has a lot of, like Latin background. Somewhere over the rainbow. And then we put it kind of happy. And then we did another song that's Cuanto Más, and it's kind of happy, kind of sad. And then the one that we really were working hard is the one with Pablo Montero.
Okay. The
one that says Te quiero así. Then I was like, yeah, let's do that. As long as we have Quien Fuera Lluvia, I'm happy.
Okay. So you did 4 songs with him. Mm-hmm. And so you could release it as an EP.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I released it, like the 4 songs now that you're saying. I'll go and check out. If not, I'll promote. I'll put it up.
Okay. Yeah. Because I want people to be able to find it. But I know that I heard it on YouTube. So at least people can look that up.
Yeah. In YouTube, it should be there.
Totally. So, what are some of your career highlights?
Well, right now I worked, after I did Humberto, I'm working with Sargento Rap. We did a song, his song. I did a feature on his song called Bodega de Lingotes. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to work on another song maybe, and with another probably like an EDM kind of dance song. Because that's how I actually did a lot of songs. I did some songs for Spinning Records. And, the time that I was trying to do them, I just didn't have a manager. So I didn't know what to do. So I kind of just never really replied to them.
Oh, well.
I know, like, I don't have anything. I don't know the contract. So I'm just going to leave it. So I literally just left it, never replied to them. So I like EDM. I like it. So.
Okay. But is it really in your heart, though?
As long as it's a sad, melancholic, kind of cool beat. Right. I'm happy with it.
Okay, that's good. I used to be a rave DJ, so I've got a lot of...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so epic. Did you do also like Burning Man or no?
I've been to Burning Man. I did not DJ at Burning Man. I guess I could. It's just so hard to get all your stuff out there anyways.
Yeah.
And then, dust kits and everything. So would I want to bring a lot of DJ equipment out to the desert? It just seemed like not that ideal.
Yeah, you'll have to clean it for a long time before you can even use it.
It's a lot of preparation to do anything like that at Burning Man. So I've been 3 times.
So I haven't been, but I will.
It's fun. I think once COVID's passed, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. There's too many anti-vaxxers that could possibly be there.
Hey, it's better than Bulgaria. I think Bulgaria people don't want to get vaccinated here. It's like 20%.
Gosh. Well, I live.
So
in
you
Texas.
guys are doing fine. No worries. You're fine.
Right. You worked with French Montana?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me about that.
That was a few years ago. We did a song, Money Makes the World Go Round, and we did it even in Spanish as well. Okay. And then music video, and he came, we did a music video together, and he sang, and then I sang, and we put it together. So that was pretty cool. He's really nice. He's really cool.
And was that used on anything? Did you release it on it? Did that one come out?
Yeah, I did. It's on YouTube and iTunes. So
okay, so it'd be under both your name and French Montana?
Yeah, if you put French Montana Sol Romero, it's the first that will pop.
Money Makes the World Go Round, but is it all in Spanish?
No, there's a version in English and there's a Spanish version, but I don't think I have it in Spanish out. But I'm pretty sure it's on iTunes. I have to go and like throw all my music out and just put it there.
Well, you want people to be able to access it, but You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people will look on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube definitely has the English version for sure.
Oh, I'm more interested in the Spanish version.
The Spanish, I'm trying to figure out if I post it somewhere. I
Okay.
think probably if it's the Spanish one, it's probably on iTunes.
Okay. What's your website? Does your website lead to some of these songs?
I only have Instagram, Facebook, the personal Facebook, because my working Facebook, I got it hacked and deleted.
Okie dokie. So,
Yeah. So I only have and YouTube.
so basically, you've got Facebook and YouTube
And Instagram, yeah.
and Instagram, but no
I have
no website.
No, I don't have a website because
Okay.
that one got hacked as well. So
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah.
I know they were trying to get my Instagram, so they kind of got mad and just hacked everything. I was like, whatever, fine, just hack it.
All right. So people need to find you. Sol, SOL, Romero, ROMERO.
Oh,
And
official. That's
official.
Sol Romero official. That's the Instagram. Sol
Instagram.
Romero and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's Solveig. I think that's with my whole name. It's SOLVEIG Romero. And then for YouTube is Sol Romero. And I also have my personal YouTube, and it's Sol Too Many Pancakes.
Sol, too many pancakes?
Yeah, my daughter came up with the name. I was like, it's so cute. I'm putting it on.
That's adorable. I was just looking at pancakes. I'm vegan, so I was trying to find some vegan pancakes online.
I love the banana pancakes.
Oh yeah, those are awesome. So okay, you've got how many kids do you have?
I only have one. Gosh,
One.
no, just
That's enough. Okay, and
That's enough.
how old's your daughter?
She's 13.
13, and does she sing?
No, she hates singing. She hates modeling, and she hates acting. So
That is she's rebelling against you and your husband.
no, she's
No,
always
she just
never liked it.
doesn't. So what is she going to do? Do you think?
Oh, she's always wanted to be a civil engineer, like my dad used to be.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, a civil engineer.
Oh, okay.
My dad used to be a civil engineer, so I guess she took it from him. So
That is just the opposite of you guys. That's kind of hilarious.
So random, but she loves it. She loves taking pictures,
Okay.
and she loves to direct me and my husband. She's like, "Do that, yeah." So
Wow. Well, then, I don't know what to say. Gosh, if I was lucky enough to have a singer and a movie producer as parents, I know exactly what I would have done. But it doesn't always work out that way.
no, he definitely, and his other two sons. One is a journalist, and
Okay.
the other one is a DJ.
Okay. Well, that's still in the artsy kind of area. So,
But not the other one. The other one is like politics, journalism. It's the same as Elena. And he hates acting. He hates modeling, and he hates directing. So it's like funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
Well,
My daughter is the same. So she's like, nah, horrible.
That is so interesting. Well, tell me some more. Where have you performed that's been like really great?
I think for me, the most epic was when House of Blues was still there.
Right in
It
LA?
was such an epic vibe, and everybody was so nice. And I grew on House of Blues because they would give me first. They were like, no, we'll just give you Tuesdays at 10 p.m.
Okay.
And I grew, with everybody, with the people who came to see me and with the shows I used to do. I would grow up to, after a while, I was like performing Fridays and Saturdays.
Nice.
Peak time.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I loved it. So it was really nice.
But they're not there anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
No more. It's gone.
That's a shame. I mean, how long were you based in Los Angeles?
Oh my gosh, we were living in LA for 12 or 13 years.
Okay, so yeah, you had plenty of time to kind of establish a residency there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't stay for too long. I just
Okay.
started I did it in like 4 months. Like
I'm
from
sorry,
Tuesday to Friday, I was in.
just 4 months?
Yeah. I mean, in
Oh,
4 months, I went
went from
to,
Tuesdays to Fridays. Yeah,
yeah,
that's,
exactly.
I get it. Totally get it. That's fun.
Yeah.
Did you do any shows in other cities, like around the world?
I did in Switzerland. I've done a few in Mexico, and I think that's it. I haven't done
Okay.
any in Bulgaria, so.
Well, how long are you planning on being there?
Um, I don't know. That's the thing. We're always kind of in the move. So
Right. So you just have one suitcase packed all the time?
I do actually. We call it the emergency suitcase.
Right. Exactly. Like just in case you have to go someplace really quickly.
Yeah, we'll just grab it and we're like, oh, we're ready. Come on, let's go. Okay, I have
And
it.
so your daughter just moves with you, right? Wherever,
She's always with me. Yeah, and with
always.
my. I mean, usually if I'm with my husband, we'll be all together. But usually she and me.
And
My mini me.
oh, that's really so cute. Well, do you have any cautionary tales, things you want to tell people like, this happened to me, try not to make that happen to you?
Oh my gosh, I think I have more of those than I have of anything.
Okay. Well, those are really interesting for other musicians to hear, I think,
Oh,
particularly
that,
other female singers.
yeah, I mean, definitely don't ever trust anybody says. That would be my number one. Just don't trust. Even with the like, oh my gosh, I'll help you. They always be like, sure.
Okay.
Like always be cautious and never ever give cash to
Okay.
somebody.
Okay.
Not even to an artist, not even say, hey, help me out, whatever. No. Everything has to be in contract. Paper talks, paper says, like 100%.
Well, give me some specifics. Can you give me a little bit more detail of a story where you went down the wrong road and you're like, oh my gosh, just something
Well,
interesting?
one of them was I was supposed to perform in this Brazilian in LA. They had this huge Brazilian party going,
Okay.
and I was supposed to perform. I was the opening act.
Okay.
And the whole thing was I would open the Brazilian, and then next week I would open for J-Lo. And then the guy
Who
was
was
like,
the first one?
it was like a Brazil festival.
Okay, so you opened just for some Brazilian people, and then the next week you're supposed to open for J-Lo?
That was what the whole deal. And J-Lo was coming that next week.
Okay.
And he was a contact for J-Lo for like LA. So a few years ago. So it was like everything seemed legit. So I go to the Brazilian show and I arrived on time. I'm waiting. And, like it costs money because you need to get the band, travel to the place, have everything ready. And we're waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
And waiting and waiting. And then it's like 1:00 passed. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? Just tell me what's happening. He's like, no, you're going to be next. And I'm like, nah, this is just Britney Spears. This is definitely not true. Like, oh, I should have known. This was so dumb, So I just went home and he kept calling and calling and he wanted cash.
Okay. He wanted cash from you.
Yeah. And I was like, no, dude, it's like, this smells like rotten fish. Forget it. No. So
Right, so
I was like, no, sorry, bye.
So did J-Lo actually show up the next week?
Yeah, she did. She
Okay.
actually did her show and everything, but because he was actually making the connection with her, but I just didn't want to get more involved, go there, pay cash like he wanted to, and then never perform for do the opening with J-Lo or whatever. And I was like, no.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh. This, I'm pretty sure everybody has this kind of things happening.
Those kind of, where, sort of that pay to play mentality. If you're not J-Lo, we're going to charge you money just to get on stage instead of paying you.
Exactly. Yeah.
They should, or do something.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, forget it. And he actually kept calling for months. And I was like, oh, I had to block his number and everything.
Yeah. All right. Can you give me one or two more? This is, you don't have to, but it's just kind of,
Funny. I
yeah.
think let me just think. Oh my gosh, I have the best. I was
Okay.
working for a PR person, and I paid a whole year
Of PR?
of PR, and
Yes.
LA PR ain't cheap.
No, not at all.
No. And this was top of the line. So I was paying in those times top of the line PR for a whole year, and
Okay.
I had nothing done.
Like not even an article here or some radio airplay
Nothing.
or some
Absolutely zero.
for all this
And
money?
yeah, and I wasted all the money. And I remember like thinking at the end of the year, I said, I talked to the person. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to ever see you again. And you just wasted my money. You didn't do anything.
Did you get a lawyer and try and recoup it or just chalked it
No,
up?
because it was not stupidly, but she did it right. I mean, she made it with a contract.
But if she made it with a contract, don't you have a legal case against her?
Yeah, but I was checking the contract, and it was really smart. She wrote, they will do their best to get me anything they could. And if there's nothing done, it's not on their fault, but it's on their goodwill. So yeah, she was smart.
Okey-doke. So you needed to have a lawyer look at that a little more closely before you signed.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
when you are young and you're like
Right.
super excited to do things, you're like, oh yeah, I trust you. You seem so nice. Yay.
Yeah, I think we do have stories like that when we're young and naive and people,
Yeah.
you want people to come through.
You
And they're-
believe in people. You always
yeah.
believe in the good. Yeah.
That happened to me once. This guy, Kim Fowley, that used to, he founded the Runaways with Joan Jett. Do you know Joan Jett?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was at South by Southwest and he asked me to sing for him and I sang. He's like, oh, you're really good. And then he ended up calling me and says, I can help you for $10,000.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, no thanks, Kim Fowley. This is not going to work for me.
Oh my gosh, 10,000.
He wanted $10,000 for him to help me with my career. And then later on, I heard some stories about some maybe like Me Too sorts of things that may have
I
gone
bet.
down with him too. So I'm pretty sure I dodged that bullet pretty easily.
My gosh, you were smart. Yeah, no, $10,000 is so
Because
much money.
I was really young. I was like, Kim Fowley, Joan Jett, this is awesome, and like 10,000, like, no, this is not awesome.
That's too much. Maybe not.
So I'm really glad I didn't go through with that. All right.
Oh,
Give me one
God.
more. Give me one more story. I love these sorts of LA miss.
Okay, I give you the last one.
Okay, yeah.
The last one was I had a producer said, because I didn't want to spend any more money. And I said, listen,
I hear you.
yeah, I was like, I'm done. So I said, I won't spend any money, but you and I will make a song if I help you with a friend of mine that she will do a record with you.
Okay.
And at the time, and he's actually he does good music, but he's very dodgy. So he went and said, okay, let's do it. And we had an agreement, and I got my friend. I did a song with him, but he never gave it to me, ever.
So he kept your song.
He kept the song, yeah.
And so any royalties, he's just going to keep all that.
I mean, but I don't think he'll be able to put it because I would like say, hey, when we have an agreement.
Okay, so on this one, you've got an actual agreement.
Yeah, this time I was like, no, I'm not going to be stupid again.
Right. So you're
But
learning
he
from your,
can't-
yeah.
Yeah, but he can't put it up, and I keep begging, like I'll text him and like, can you please send me the song? And it's been over 2 years, and like, yes, I will send it to you right away. And I'm like, no, I'm still waiting.
Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, chalk it up again.
Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. No, so that's in my friend. He tried to like take advantage of her in the sense of like he was telling her if she does a music video with him,
Yeah.
he would give her a record with a label company.
Okay.
But he wants like over $15,000 for a very simple music video.
Right. And you could do one for less than that, I can imagine.
Oh my gosh, you can do it for between 3 and 5 if you have
That's what I was
friends
thinking. Yeah.
that help you.
Yeah. You just kind of network. and get one
Exactly,
done.
with network, friends, and everything. Yeah, you can, and it still would be epic. It's not like
Oh,
it
right.
would be bad, but
Yeah, it'd be great.
no, he was charging 15K. So my friend was like, "Oh heck no, no."
At least we're starting to learn. This is just not.
Yeah.
These
Yes.
are not trustworthy men.
No, and also not the women that.
Yeah,
did the
actually,
PR on
yeah.
me.
I had a lady in Nashville that I gave $700 to, and she didn't do anything.
Ugh, it's just so annoying. You literally give money. You're like, hey, I work hard for that money.
Right,
Can you at least do the
exactly.
thing? No. I just don't know how they sleep at night. But anyway, I guess they sleep with the 700 and the thousands I've given them.
Exactly. That's just under their pillow. They sleep like a rock,
Oh God, yeah.
Well, it sounds like the best way people can follow you is on Instagram, Facebook,
Yes.
and YouTube, right?
Yes.
And
Exactly.
are you going to be releasing anything anytime soon, or that's just whenever it's a
I think
better
the one with the
atmosphere?
Sargento Rap is the one that we are gonna release probably in January.
Okay, which one?
It's a new one we're working on.
Okay, and that's with who?
Sargento Rap.
Okay, can you spell that for me? I'm
Yes.
sorry. These are-
No worries. All good. All good. So it's SARGENTO and then rap, RAP.
Sargento Rap. Okay,
There you go.
R.I.P. And you're going to release, what, a single?
We're going to do a single. Yeah. We just did one, which is Bodega de Lingotes, and we're doing a second one.
Okay, and where will people find that? Just on YouTube?
That's
again?
also on YouTube and iTunes.
Okay, oh, also iTunes. So we can look up Saul Romero on iTunes as well.
Yes, you can. You will get some songs.
That sounds fun. Does your husband ever offer to direct a video for you, or he's too busy?
No, I don't think he likes making music videos. I've asked him so many times.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think he just doesn't have the patience for a short, music
Right,
video.
he likes feature films and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what he loves. I mean, and if I would do a feature movie, yes, he would totally help me out.
Right, but
Or even a feature, like a short movie, he would help me out. But I don't think in a music video, I think it would be different. He'll be like, yeah, no.
okay, fair enough. You guys have plenty of other things in common.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, is there anything you want to add? Is there anything I didn't cover today?
I think we did epic. I loved it. It was so nice. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
You're quite welcome. I'm glad we finally worked through any sort of technical
No, I'm so
stuff.
happy. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Likewise, I love your hair color.
Oh,
So cute.
I have the best stylist. She's vegan as well, and we just have the best time.
Yeah, I can tell. I actually dyed a few weeks ago. I was trying to go dark red, but kind of like an ombre burgundy color.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it would have looked nice, but the
Yes.
lady, oh gosh, no, she did my hair orange.
Ugh. Yeah,
And I actually ended up dyeing it.
just dyeing it back to brown. Okay.
Yes.
I would think Bulgaria is not the best place to get the latest hairstyles.
Yeah, no. I tried. I'm always up for something new, but I think no, I'll wait. I'll
Not
wait
in
till
Bulgaria. Yeah. Well, you're an absolute joy to talk to.
Thank you. Likewise.
And this will be coming out in February of 2022.
Awesome.
And so I'll just let your publicist know, and you can spread the word.
I will. I'll ask him to send me all your details, and then I'll just put him.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You too, love.